Jagun. This is the movie of the moment. On Facebook, Twitter, you name it. Reviews and recommendations are flying around, and people have plenty things to say about this movie, which was directed by Adebayo Tijani and Tope Adebayo Salami. So let's find out today if Jagun is worth the hype. Come with me. In this movie, a notorious warlord, Ogundiji, is a dictator who has succeeded in snatching a lot of kingdoms for bad leaders. But he soon becomes threatened by the arrival of the young warrior, Gbotija, whose main aim is to avenge the death of his father. Gbotija is determined to become a powerful warrior. So he joins Ogundiji's elite army, where he encounters the anger of Ogundiji and the love of Kitan. Now, let's take a look at where the movie scores high. Number one is language. I have always insisted that epic movies should be in native languages with English subtitles. I mean, a Yoruba epic movie in English would be as inappropriate as teaching English in Yoruba. Plus, there are elements of language that are lost when translated to English. So, an epic movie in English is bound to lose some beauty and originality. Epic movies in local languages is also a fantastic way of promoting local languages. So, credit to Yoruba movie makers this time. Hausa and Igbo movie makers, over to you. Number two, props, costume, effects, and cinematography. This movie scores high in these areas, starting from the very beginning with the scene where Jagun's hand was cut off. I loved the effect, and it set the tone for what was to come. The actors were dressed the way you would expect people in the time the movie was set in to dress. With the aid of costume, Ogundiji, that is Femi Adebayo, was given the appearance of a fierce dictator feared by all. It was apt. And most importantly, the war scenes were impressive, very impressive, as they underscored how far Nollywood has come in representing action. Remember those days where you had Shua and it looks like child play. Now, this is now impressive. Number three, acting. This is one of those movies where all major characters were outstanding in acting. Lateef Adedimeji acting as Gbotija ate his role. He couldn't have acted any better than he acted. But arguably, Ibrahim Yekini Itele, who acted as Bogumi, had the most impressive cinematic presence in the movie. I don't watch enough Yoruba movies to know how well he acted in previous roles, but on the evidence of this performance alone, I hope to see more of him in mainstream movies because he was outstanding. However, the best moment of acting for me in this movie was Gbotija wailing and crying with his dead lover in his arms. Whew. That scene made the hairs on the nape of my neck stand. I had shivers running down my spine. Great acting in this movie, I must say. Now, if you are enjoying this, kindly subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications so you know whenever I post a new video. And don't forget also to like and share this one. Now let's go over to some things the movie could have done better. With number one, lack of research. I have very often expressed dismay with the lack of research by many or even most Nollywood movie makers. And once again, the issue is present here. Twice in this movie, some characters said something about someone dying and then going to heaven. And I thought it was odd. The Yoruba tradition does not believe in heaven and hell. The Yoruba tradition, just like the Igbo tradition, believes in the afterlife and reincarnation. So a person who has died may come back to this world through reincarnation or go on to live with their ancestors in a world unknown. In the old Oyo Empire, for example, when a king died, the king's horseman would commit a ritual suicide so he could take the deceased king to his ancestors in the afterlife. So in this movie, the characters should have been talking about the dead being with their ancestors rather than being in heaven. I thought that was poor research playing out. Number two, story delay. The story is original and very commendable. But for the first 20 minutes or so, I didn't know what the story was about. The movie was just everywhere and, quite frankly, a bit chaotic. I feel the story could have started better. There was no need testing the viewer's patience. And number three, Ogundiji's war exploits. A lot was said about Ogundiji's war prowess, but little was shown. Unlike Bogumi, whom we saw in action, we mostly heard stories about Ogundiji. I think there could have been a few flashback scenes to show Ogundiji's exploits in the battlefield. Such flashbacks would have prepared the viewer for what awaited Gbotija when he urged the warriors to stand with him against Ogundiji. My thoughts. This is a good movie overall. I therefore rate it 7 over 10. Of course, a fluent Yoruba speaker or a Yoruba person may rate it higher because it's possible that they related better with the movie due to the language, which, to be frank, I don't speak or write well. But let me know what you think in the comment section about this review and the movie itself. My name is Nnamdi Atupulazi. Please subscribe to my channel, like, and share this video. See you next time.